Often imitated but never duplicated, to your main man Orion coming back for the galaxy once again. And today, I'm going to be reacting to a topic that is somewhat controversial to most netizens in the K-pop community. But I think it would make for a really good conversation because a lot of K-pop fans, quite honestly, need to be humbled. like I'm not being like disrespectful, but it's like y'all are literally seeing this shit. Like, to the average K-pop fan or below average K-pop fan, if you're just getting into this shit like me, because I got into this shit because of TDS Pop, and I started this channel specifically like a couple of months ago, and the support has been overwhelming. Like, literally, genuinely, I'm getting messages every single day saying that your reactions are the best. I hope you don't stop. And comments like those inspire me to keep going, along with all the information that you be giving me about these new K-pop groups and recommending me songs that may be contenders for the greatest K-pop song of all time. Maybe, maybe not. We'll just have to wait and see. But that doesn't mean the K-pop industry is subjected to crucifixion, being judged, subjectation, and even the fandom can be a little overwhelming and overbearing sometimes. I got this video by Papians. I watched his video about Korea going extinct, and I thought it was a very informational video. He does bring up a lot of good points, and even then, 169,000 views in 3 days. So I'm just interested to have a conversation more than anything else. I'm not here to take a bias. You might hear me speak my point on some stuff, and it might seem like I'm defending certain people or certain tendencies, but I just genuinely want to have a conversation. This is non-bias. Or at least as close as I can be to non-bias, because I'll still have my own vices because I'm human. Uh, but I'm just gonna let him speak his truth. I'll speak my piece on the situation without getting all fired up and passionate, because the last thing we need is a bunch of motherfuckers coming in and starting a hate mongering group or starting up a witch hunt or some shit. But anyways, link to the original video will be in the description below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. We drop bangers like this on a daily basis, and we do not plan to miss a video anytime soon. Turn on the post notification bell so that way you will be notified whenever I drop a new video on this channel. Turn on the post notification bell. Share it with all your friends and hype this video up to help me out the algorithm. I have a tendency to mess up my own intros. Pardon me, guys. This is a very serious matter. Said post notification bell twice. We'll keep it in there. But with that being said, let's lock in. All right, everybody. Get your thinking caps on. Go into this with a non-biased, unfiltered opinion. Just stay in the middle, please. I don't want any negative comments towards this guy or to start a witch hunt. All I want to have is a conversation. I'm not here to get defensive, and if I ever do get defensive, I will catch myself right in the middle of this recording. Okay? But let's listen to this guy talk, and I'll just interject my points in there. But with that being said,
Most people think K-pop sells music. But that is a multi-billion-dollar bullshit. As a Korean, I've spent my entire life surrounded by K-pop. And there are things about this industry that outsiders never hear about.
사람들이 말을 못하게 해요. 나 32살이에요. 오케이?
This is Korean Whistleblower Report on K-pop.
Korean whistleblower. He's giving out the finger to y'all. That's crazy. He don't give a fuck what anybody say. He's going in an unfiltered, maybe unfiltered, but he doesn't give a fuck what any of y'all say. But again, this is non-biased. He's going to be unfiltered, and I want you to take this as constructive criticism. Don't come for this guy. Don't come and attack this guy. We're just here to just listen. Okay?
Before beginning, I don't mean to insult anyone, and I hope you remember that I love cats.
First, why do teenagers have to lose weight and get plastic surgery?
Let's start by looking at
Yeah,
how
bro.
K-pop first began.
I think before he even gets into this, I think it's just the aspect of social media in general. Like, social media, it's been around for a minute since, like, what, 2011, 2012? Social media in the way that we know now, especially, like, in platforms like Instagram. Like, they have been around since, like, 2012. I think it got into an apex kind of around like 2015, 2016, and then it started going downhill from there with all these unrealistic beauty expectations, posting consistently. Like, I don't even give out my Instagram to folks. Like, maybe I will in the future when I'm getting bigger and I want to express myself, like spread out my platform to more and more people, but right now, I just see Instagram as nothing more than a damn disease. Like, unrealistic expectations, fake people on Instagram. You only see, like, highlights. You don't see the thousands of other pictures that it takes to get that one picture. You don't see the hours and hours of falling out, getting back together. That's why I don't really like putting relationships on social media. And when I get a girlfriend, right? Hold on. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while. I'm in the middle of recording, so it's gonna take a while. I'm just letting you know up front. Okay? You hear me? You talking to me? Yeah. What happened? I'm just letting you know I'm in the middle of recording and it's gonna take a while, so. Oh, all right. I didn't mean to, like, hit the record. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm keeping that in there. What's my train of thought? I just lost my fucking train of thought. Yeah, okay, so relationships. Like, I don't really like putting people's personal, like, I'm just the type of guy, I just do whatever I do. I just do whatever I want in that moment. Without the intention of just, like, hurt. It's not in the intention to hurt anybody, but when you come across me, what you see is what you get. I can be fun-loving. I could be chill. I can give a certain type of loving energy to the right people who care and give a fuck enough about me to care. But at the same time, I'm not wasting my energy on bitch-ass niggas. Y'all got me fucked up. But yeah, even with relationships, man, I don't like to put out relationship drama, relationship shit on the internet, or even like my family or personal things. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't make me feel good. But the main point that I want to get at is expectations, beauty standards. That's what Korea is that's what the K-pop industry is pushing, and that's what is ultimately going to be the downfall, because you see a lot of people speaking up about this stuff now.
South Korea's biggest entertainment companies are currently holding auditions for applicants born between 2008 and 2015. The average debut age of K-pop idols is also getting younger.
Damn, that's crazy. I never even... Yeah, the average K-pop audition age, average age of idols is getting younger on their debut. And maybe even a lot of them don't even make it to their debut. Maybe they put out one good debuted album, and then the rest are duds. And then you get fucked over by the industry or the label that represents you, man. I'm just gonna go off into a whole damn tangent if I even comment on this shit.
From a young age, they live at the company and devote themselves to training without even attending school. Then, what is trainee life like? Among Korean idol trainees, there's an unspoken rule, the minus 120 rule. It means your weight should be your height minus 120.
Hold heaviest I've ever been was 40. God damn! Hold on, let me search, because I got my phone on me. Hold on. 46 kg. That's definitely under 100 pounds. 101. Jesus. Jesus, bro. That is barely over that. My God. That is barely over 100 pounds. That is fucked.
And they even took medicine to completely empty their stomach on the body weigh-in day. Agencies say they don't always put pressure on minors, but
That's like a condo salesman saying, we are not selling condos, we are selling a lifestyle.
Right.
Which means fucking bullshit.
is that the end of it? Once a trainee is almost certain to debut, they're often encouraged to get plastic surgery, usually while they're still in high school. Everyone says this isn't true, but I can very, very assure you, in most cases, it is.
Yeah.
People know it happens. They just
People
pretend
know.
they don't. So what happens if they don't debut?
And the fact that y'all consider these people to be sexy when they get plastic surgery, it's not even them, bro. Y'all gotta understand, like, these idols are not your gods. These idols are not your idols. I look to them as people because they've been fucked over by the industry multiple times. Come on, like, it's bullshit. It's fucked up the circumstances that these people got to be put through. And I'm thankful for Cordis and for Longshot. And even like Cat's Eye, they're traversing the waters a little bit, but still, it's like Jesus.
The company discards them like products. They're simply no longer profitable. And even after they debut, that's often when the control becomes even stricter. Living in company dorms isn't a choice, it's the default. Their travel, meals, schedules, and even personal relationships are often tightly controlled. Of course, it's still better than living freely in Pennsylvania. And for idols who haven't made it big, the company's word effectively becomes law.
뭔가 안 어울릴 것 같은데.
근데 맞아.
진짜 맛있어요.
진짜 맛있어요.
좋은 바보네요.
I know. It's the path they chose and it's not for others to interfere with. But am I the only one who finds this culture disturbing?
No.
They don't recruit children because they can work longer or stay beautiful longer. They recruit them because they are selling
the biz. 2015. Idols born in 2015. They have to be 10 years old, 11 years old. And you're getting exposed to this shit early, bro. You're not trying to sit here and tell me that can cause some PTSD for a child when they grow up and have to deal with the ramifications of such standards being put on them to be higher than thou, and you got millions of fans. If you possibly get famous, possibly, it's a shot. You're going to have to really roll the dice. And even when you make it to the top, it's not as glamorous as you thought it would be. Maybe I'm getting passionate, but it's just the truth of the matter. And he obviously dove into how much more do we got? 3, 4. We got 4 chapters, and this probably is the longest one.
K-pop has grown from the music of a small country into a global industry worth over $12.6 billion a year. Bang Si-hyuk, the producer behind BTS, is worth around $2.6 billion. Bang Si-hyuk, the producer behind BTS,
Hybe
is worth around $2.6 billion.
Yup. Hybe labels.
Ranking 15th among Korea's richest business leaders. But
혹시 K-pop 좀 좋아하시나요?
유튜브로 간간히 듣는 것 같아요.
유튜브로만 간간히 듣는 정도. 그럼 요즘 아이돌이나 뭐 K-pop 아이돌도 좀 많이 아시는 편이신가요?
아니요, 잘 몰라요.
네. 그럼 혹시 K-팝을 따로 소비를 해보신 적 있을까요? 뭐 앨범을 산다거나 콘서트를 간다거나 이런 적 있으실까요?
아니요, 따로 없어요. 네.
this raises one question. Even in Korea, only a relatively small number of people actively spend money on K-pop.
Yeah.
And even lesser-known idols are generating huge revenue. Most fans just listen to the music, but how does the industry make this much money? To better understand the
outside
K-pop
the
industry,
States.
we interviewed a long-time K-pop fan.
가장 많이 썼을 때가 쇼케이스에 응모하려고 좀 그런 거는 좀 많이 살수록 유리하니까
쇼케이스가 이제 데뷔할 때
데뷔도 있고 이제 컴백할 때도 쇼케이스를 항상 해서
어떤 거를 해야 응모를 할 수 있나요?
앨범 장수당
You get one entry for every album you
응모권
buy.
하나씩 이렇게 해서
Every time K-pop idols make a comeback, they hold a showcase. And if you want to attend that showcase, your chances increase the more albums you buy. That's because each album comes with one entry.
이게 줄 세우기라고 좀 많이 산 사람 순으로 좀 팬사인회도 그렇고 무조건 가고 싶다 하시면은 진짜 막 100장도 사고 뭐 그렇게 하시는 거 같아요.
제가
네.
중학교 정도 때는 친구들이 그 팬사인회 초청받으려고 CD를 이렇게 키만큼 세워놓을 정도로 네.
K-pop idol also regularly hold fan signing events, but among fans, there's a widely held belief called lineup that the people who buy the most albums are selected first.
앨범도 이게 버전이 다른 거. 똑같은 음악이지.
Not the people that are the most genuine, not the people that care about, not the people that have been fans the longest, not the people that are short on money, and they. Okay.
버전이 좀 다르게
Chill
나와요.
rhyme.
세 가지가 이렇게 크게 나와요.
안에 있는 사진들도 다 다른.
네, 컨셉이 다 달라요.
To make fans more willing to buy large numbers of albums, K-pop agencies came up with a trap: multiple album versions. Recently, one album was released in more than 20 different versions. Each version comes with different packaging and photo books. For example, even though they contain the exact same songs, they split them into different versions like this: a standard version, a MAGA version, a radical left version.
That's crazy. I know a lot of people are gonna be triggered by that, but yeah, BTS, yeah, with the recent album of Arirang, Slim got split up into multiple different versions, and I think they had a version for each member of the group. Like, I mean, there's no way you can't have. There's no way you should be able to do 7 covers for each member of the group off of one song. Like, come on now. I mean, it's basically the same damn song. All you gave it is just a new face. And for anybody who's acting, no, I'm not finna react to all that because it's basically the same song plastered 7 times over, 8 times over, 9 times over. And see, now I'm getting passionate. I'm addressing the fandom. Just
Different versions like this: a standard version, a MAGA version, a radical left version,
That's crazy.
the American version. Just kidding.
and they use they use Gemini.
MAGA version, a radical left
They use Gemini's for the
version, the American
that's
version.
crazy.
Just kidding.
이 앨범 경우에는 하나에 2가지 버전 포토카드가 있거든요.
Albums also come with photo cards of the idols, since each album only includes 1 or 2. Some fans buy multiple copies just to get the photo they want. They even have a gacha system for photo cards.
My God.
Honestly, I hate parting with my money even for my diabetes meds, so I literally have no idea if this is a rip-off or a good deal. By the way, this
Yeah.
dude looks hot as fuck. This is how K-pop companies make so much money. Some fans buy a staggering number of albums. In Japan, one fan makes so much money. Some fans buy a
That's a whole room full of. Come on, man. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. It's not that deep.
staggering number of albums.
It's not
In Japan,
that deep.
one fan reportedly bought 1,000 albums, kept the fan meeting entries, and threw the rest out on the street.
Wow.
But here's the strange part. Even after hearing all of this, why
Why can't you just give it to the people who want to see their favorite artists so everybody can win?
so people still support K-pop? Why is this industry more popular than ever?
In fact, many idol fans complain about what they see as this kind of money grab. They continue to spend large amounts of money, even knowing it's not good for them, knowing it's bad for
Yeah.
them, and still doing it.
I don't think
I
it's,
can't understand
Yeah,
it.
it's not that.
I know
deep.
K-pop is beautiful too. Countless artists work hard behind the scenes, and idols are talented in
Yeah.
every way, from singing and dancing to
They
fan
definitely
service.
deserve it
Their
in
music
terms of
even
that.
reduces road rage in Toronto.
K-pop idols are basically the same as high school
Damn,
teen
that's
movie.
crazy. They reduced road rage in Toronto. Is that an actual statistic? If so, That is crazy. I'm not gonna jump to the John statistics. Y'all can do the research, but yeah, K-pop idols definitely deserve the credit that's due for all the work that they put in, especially in the States. We support them like no other. The fact that like it's just those damn ticket prices, dog. Like $250 for a seat in New Jersey for BTS. Hey, listen, I'm all for supporting the artist. I want to go to that BTS concert, but it's just the money, bro. I think they have $99 for concert seats in Boston. But even then, I have to get on the Amtrak train to do that shit. Like, shit is wild, bro.
In US.
The only difference is that K-pop doesn't have that funny black guy character.
But this industry is far more intelligent and far more twisted. It's more like Stephen Hawking.
In a 2022 interview, Bang Si-hyuk said that HYBE's goal was to become more than just an entertainment company. And when you look at the platform they've built, it becomes clear what K-pop is really selling. The app is a Facebook for idols and fans to communicate. This kind of platform is designed around sharing everyday moments between artists and fans, including posts, photos, and live broadcasts. But I think there's another reason companies build platforms like this, one that goes beyond the revenue. From here, culinary expert Dr. Kim will explain.
In the past, I would simply grill the fish and serve it. But one day I had a doubt. Wait, why are we only selling the fish? I've got some bad stone eye, so what do? I can't make delicious fishes, but at the same time, I've decided to turn every single part of this fish into a source of revenue. I cut up the head and show people what this fish is thinking. And of course, I remove the bones. This fish can't afford to show a single flaw. Finally, I cut up the tail and show the path this fish has traveled. And the best part, I don't have to do this with just one fish. I can sell other fish too, because we're the most popular fish shop in this town. And that is how the idol industry really works.
Yeah.
So naturally, a question follows. If there's demand for it, and companies simply met the demands, what's the problem?
일단 팬들이 있는데 팬들은 자기를 좋아해서 돈을 쓰는 건데 그렇게 대놓고 공개적으로 연애를 하거나 그러면 이제 팬층을 얇아지게 만드는 이제 자기 무덤을 파는 행동이라고.
An industry that sells relationship has a huge problem. It is the relationship itself.
This protest truck isn't about labor unions or politics. It's there simply because an idol was dating. In your early 20s, the age when people are supposed to fall in love, they can sing about love, but they're never allowed to fall in love themselves. This man is a first-generation K-pop idol. He was one of the biggest stars of his time. But at the age of 31, he had to hold a press conference just because he was dating.
Wow! And I think, bro, this was back in the 90s to early 2000s. Like, I think I know what the group he's talking about. If I have a bookmark tab saved, and if I was able to go back and look at the 25 most popular groups that shift the needle for K-pop, this person will be right on the list. Is he leaking out any personal info? But idols seem to have their privacy and personal lives heavily restricted compared to singers and other fields.
많이 사생활이나 이런 것들이 억압되어 있는 편이잖아요. 그런 거에 대해서는 어떻게 생각하시나요?
그렇다고 느끼는데 뭐 그 정도로 벌기도 하니까.
돈을.
And now I see why Manon wanted to get out of Cat's Eye. I mean, there's several other reasons for that, but she just wanted to live her own life. And I'm pretty sure that the other members want to live their lives. Bro, this just goes beyond just like making records. Like these people have lives, bro. And that's why I keep telling y'all, do not look up to idols as gods. They will disappoint you time and time and time and time again. Like Mark Lee a couple weeks earlier. And whatever the bullshit he did. Like these idols will disappoint you, and it's wise to go off the mantra that nobody has an easy life. And it will be wise for us all to remember that. especially idols.
그 정도로 버니까
Most fans didn't buy the music in the first place. They bought an emotional relationship with the artist, and without those loyal fans, K-pop industry could never make this kind of money, which means the companies want their idols to receive the level of attention and inclusion from the very beginning.
Recently, airport departures by K-pop idols became
That's crazy. That is crazy. I reacted to a video where the people, like the security, were doing shit just like this. I think I reacted to K-pop staff by K-Pop's Prayers or some other K-pop channel like that. They are literally forming a damn halo just to keep these artists protected. That is some fuck shit.
a major controversy in South Korea. Fans and reporters who knew their flight schedules crowded the airport. They've also been slammed for excessive security. It might be because it reminded people of someone. Trading someone's travel information is illegal.
Shit.
Then how do fans and reporters know? Just like Reddit is full of experts on American politics, X is
Yeah.
where you learn about K-pop.
Yeah. Any idol departure information for sale between the 27th and 28th of June for ATEEZ and ILLIT. It's $10. That's crazy. That is crazy. Y'all are literally talking about deportation. Talking about deportation
Experts
times.
on American politics, X is
Like
where you
plane
learn about
ti-
K-pop.
Plane times. Departure information for when they go to another. Man, y'all gotta stop with this shit, man. Y'all gotta stop. It's insurance to Fukuoka, Japan at 8 a.m. Holy shit.
It only costs $10.
So you went there, hey, shout out to this man, bruh. Shout out to this man right here because he is such a trooper for getting into the trenches, man. He is dead ass going into the trenches of this shit.
After waiting for an hour, there still wasn't a crowd outside the
that
airport.
was him. That was him through text. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. I take back what I said. I'm getting passionate over fucking deportation. The times of when they're departing, like that's crazy.
But out of nowhere, everyone rushed out with cameras. I wasn't even sure it was the idol I was looking for, so I just...
I'm pretty sure that's ILLIT, right?
If I'd known there'd be this many cameras, I would have dressed better. It was true, the buying and selling of airport information. The fact that the information was real and that both reporters and fans knew everything. On my way home, I had one thought. I want to give them everything I have. But seriously, I think turning someone's lives into products is something K-pop should move away from.
Yeah,
Now,
for sure.
what do you think K-pop is really selling? Whatever it isn't music. K-pop sells emotional access. That's why idol can date.
Yes.
That's why fans buy over 100 albums.
Yes.
That's why companies recruit children in the first place. They
Yes.
create emotional access more effectively.
And they create a bond to the record label and not to themselves and not love themselves, bro. I mean, it's crazy that BTS pushes for this, for being authentic and loving themselves, but they have to fight through so much shit. And that if bro, I would give the world, I would give money to just have a day with BTS where I get to just talk to just RM or to anybody. Like, I would just we would just be in that dorm room, just kicking it, just chilling, just talking, man. Like, and just asking them, like, how hard is it for you guys, knowing the fact that you can't find love? How hard is it that, and you just see these people, just see the debut age getting younger and younger, and these children getting corrupted? What do you feel like remorseful that K-pop is going in this way, and it's not about the emotional connection anymore? It's not about the music? I don't know. I would ask any K-pop artist that.
Nobody is really the villain. The idols and fans make their own choices, and the companies simply follow the logic of capitalism. But can we honestly call this a beautiful industry?
This might not look like a serious issue, just supply and demand balancing itself out. That's what people would say. But that's the comfortable lie. Because the real problem in this industry is something far deeper. The fact that music is no longer the product. South Korea is already globally known for its
Music is no longer real. It's not relatable anymore. At least that's how I feel. And this doesn't apply with K-pop. This can apply with anything. I mean, K-pop shows more emotion, I believe, but then again, it's just through it's just through a gatekeeper's type of method.
obsession with appearance and cosmetic surgery. And the K-pop system doesn't just reflect that culture, it amplifies it. It turns it into an industrial standard. Everything has to look flawless, controlled, engineered, market ready. K-pop idols sing that you don't have to be beautiful. They sing that it's okay to be imperfect. Trust me, they're among the people who know better than anyone that reality doesn't work that way. K-pop idols are still extraordinary. Their music has genuinely saved someone's lives. And the love fans have for their idols is just as real. That should never be dismissed. But if there's one thing that's clear about this industry, this culture, it's that there's still plenty of room to improve. Like the German economy.
일단 우리나라 사람들이 K-팝을 좋아하는 건 정서가 우리나라에서 발생이 된 거니까 좀 더 애국심 이런 거 하는 거.
First, the reason Koreans love K-pop is that the emotion
정서가 우리나라에서 발생이 된
That's factual.
거니까 좀 더 애국심
So there might be something like patriotism involved.
이런 것도 있지.
Oh yeah. Okay. Now we're getting deep. Yeah, that could be the reason. That could be the reason. And that could overshadow a lot of stuff. Because it's just emotional harmony or courtship within the music. Whether it be upbeat, up-tempo, in the middle, or just straight emotional. It just gives some sort of a vibe that these idols are your friends in a way. When in reality, that's not the case. They don't know you apart from being at the other side of the screen. You know what I'm saying? So they don't know what you look like. They don't know how you behave. They don't know how you talk. They don't know how you operate in day-to-day life. And that isn't that disheartening, man? But that's just the reality of the situation. And also K-pop artists are handsome.
알다시피 이제 K-팝 아티스트들이 잘생기고 이쁘고 또 시각적으로
providing essential visual
또
satisfaction.
그런 만족감이 있어서 좋아하는 것 같고 외국인 입장에서
And from a foreigner's
봤을 때는 한국이란
they might view the image of
이미지를 좀
Korea
더 정확하게
more through the lens of this
네,
idols.
아이돌이라는 그런 산업으로 인해서 또 볼 수도 있고
Yeah. Originally refers to the image of a god, and that's the that is the dangerous mentality that we gotta stop, bro. We should not look to anybody as a god or an idol or anything of the sort. If anything, we should look up to I'm gonna keep it 100. God has literally helped me avoid so much bullshit that had I not had God and had I not had my family and a sense of community, I would still be doing more bullshit and probably would have been in jail by now. Probably would be dead. But thank God. Thank Jesus Christ that he saved me. He saved me from all sorts of drama. And I keep this around me to read up on the scripture for protection, for stuff of the sort. I got a Bible app on my phone. I listen to sermons, not regularly, but whenever I can. Go to church whenever I can. But one of the beautiful things that God has given me is all of you guys. And that cannot be understated for anything. You guys, I wouldn't trade this YouTube channel for anything else in the world. You guys have literally saved me. You guys are changing everybody in my life. You're changing all of our lives, bro. You're changing my life, my mom's life, my dad's life, everybody. And it goes without saying that you just gotta look at everybody as a person, because all humans are not perfect. Like Mark Lee, all humans are subjected to make mistakes. They're subjected to fuck up. And they're gonna fuck up time and time and time again. Nobody should be looked up to as a saint. I don't know why y'all look up to BTS as higher than now when they made it clear that they've messed up within their careers. Not everybody's meant to be put on this pedestal of being highly touted as a god. That is the dangerous mentality that we gotta stop. We gotta put an end to this shit, bro. We gotta let these idols live, quote unquote idols, live freely, man. Live vicariously and not just under some record label. They should have a damn relationship with the record label to the point where you can't even find love. It's crazy. And I'm sorry that I get so passionate, but this is the stuff that I want to have a conversation about. And you'll probably hear more about this, about my opinions on stuff that really matter, because this is more of a serious topic, and it's probably not going to get any easier with what I'm going to react to in the next few days. I probably may react to it on stream on Twitch. The Twitch is going to be the same at name as YouTube, so go check out my YouTube channel, and that name should be what everybody has. It's going to be, it's literally going to be in the channel. You type in the at name, it's going to come up. But yeah, this K-pop industry has a lot of loopholes, and it's just fucked up. And you see why artists end up falling out indefinitely. And I wish the best that all of them can get out of this slave economy and go to an actual American label that respects them and all that stuff, because it's just fucked up. It's fucked. It's unbelievable. I kind of knew the extent of how fucked it is, but once you get into the intricacies and the details of how this shit is operated, it just makes you feel bad for them, bro. I can't. I'm out of words. It just blows my mind every day that people can get treated like this and still think this shit is okay. But anyways, man, another reaction to books. Everything that needed to be said by me has been said. It's just, this shit was exhausting but educational. And to all you guys that are here watching this, let me know in the comment section if this is truth. People are still gonna defend their favorite artist regardless, but it's just worth it for having those little conversations, because it can be progressive and can get some shit rolling when it comes to this shit. Because at what point where it's going to be a situation to where enough is enough. But anyways, like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, share with all your friends. I love you all, but Jesus loves you more. Take care of yourselves. Have a good rest of your day, night, wherever you are in the world. It's your main man, Ryan, and as always, stay tuned for more. Peace.